we ready? Let's give a round of applause for these guys who are brave enough to do that. This is going to be quick, so you guys out there who are, going to be working with some of these people, make note of the number, the idea that you like the best, and then afterwards you can go up to them and say, I will join your team. So, let's do it.
Hello, my name is Kyle Reese. I'm from Social Pocket. So the need to create strong, powerful presences on social media platforms today is financially draining on businesses who are reluctant to invest in social media experts. So we are looking to develop a cloud-based SaaS platform which will aim to remove the need for social media experts and put the recipe for success in your own hands. So we are looking to aid businesses to harness the power of Instagram in promoting their brand. Now, our platform will scour 100 million Instagram photographs across hundreds of different categories to help our users compose and edit great content for maximum impact. Using our understanding of Instagram's unique algorithm alongside AI machine learning, we will suggest the hashtags tailored to your current stance to ensure content breaks through to the top 9 posts 100% of the time, which will increase reach, generate more visitors, and increase sales. We are looking for social media experts, designers, people with commercial and sales experience, and a team of passionate engineers.
Hello, my name is Nick. Being vegan, vegetarian, or gluten-free is tough. Nutrition in general is quite confusing and difficult to get right. How do you know that you get everything that you need for a healthy body? Of course, there are many apps that allow you to track things like calories, fats, carbs, and proteins, but that's complete nonsense. They ignore much more important stuff like vitamins and microelements. Vegans, for example, run a real risk of vitamin B12 deficiency, which can run unnoticed for several years and then often gets misdiagnosed. How about an app that tracks what's important and prompts you to eat a healthy snack if you're running low on iron, for example, which can lead to anemia? How about an app that can create meal plans based on your likes or dislikes and place a delivery order or make a complete list? The data and the technology is there. For this project I need developers, data scientists, business people, and creative designers. Thank you.
Say the number.
33.
Number 2. I'm here to speak about compare the market and the virtual open day for universities. Every year, about 6,000 students, prospective university students, apply to face the challenge of making a choice between institutions and courses. And when they have done a lot of analysis, they now, based on, they visit open days of 5 top universities they've choose. This costs money, time, and traveling. But this solution is to give them a comprehensive, free, and access, a platform where they can access it in the comfort of their homes. I need a developer, a software developer, and a graphic artist to achieve this dream. Thank you.
Hi, I'm number 28, I'm Matthew, and it's called Sorted. The basic idea is to use machine learning to sort your web bookmarks. So if you're like me and you bookmark a site, often it just goes into a massive list. Alright, that's it. Thanks very much.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Downs and I'm number 6. I'm a graphic communicator here at NUA. Now I, like most people, sometimes lack the motivation to do things that might improve my life later on. Eating healthily, getting work or exercise done, or even kind of putting in the willpower to break a bad habit or addiction. Now, what if there was an app that gamified the long and short-term goals in your life? An app where character creation and character development reflected your real life improvement. you can do daily quests to increase your character's strength, health and willpower. You can engage in battles with friends to keep each other accountable. I want an app that turns people from loving Fridays into loving Mondays. I need developers, app developers, business people and marketers. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name's Tom, I'm a developer, number 15. Can everyone raise your hand if you get buses on a regular basis? Yes, it's quite a lot of you. So you know the pain of when you're waiting for a bus in the pouring rain, it's 15 minutes late, or even when you get there on time and you miss it by 5 minutes. Between 50 and 60 hours are wasted waiting for buses per person per year. Now, think what you could do with all that time. It's like extra time with your family, extra time in bed. It's nearly enough time to watch the entirety of Game of Thrones. I'm also a regular bus user, so I know these pains. And my idea is a system with an app for real-time tracking of buses to alert other commuters know when buses are early, when they're running late, so you can plan the day and get the day off to a good start. I need a mixture of kind of everyone to get things rolling. Yeah, that's me, number 15. Woo!
Hi, I'm number 17, I'm Dan. I work at Full Group as a producer. My idea basically looks at the fact that we live in a world with an ageing population, and with that we have an increasing number of people who are physically impaired. With this, I'm hoping to create something called Fallback, which is a wearable piece of technology that incorporates a GPS location tracker, as well as an accelerometer that detects if a user has fallen over. As a use case of this, we don't want to make it paired with a smartphone, because if you pair it with a smartphone, a large proportion of elderly people don't have access to. Case studies for this would be being able to, dementia carers for dementia patients will be able to detect if someone got lost, and also carers in residential homes will be able to track whether a user has fallen over quicker than ever before. Theoretically, this could save lives. I ideally need 3D visualizers, product designers, microcontrollers.
Hello everyone, I'm Chris, I'm number 20, thanks. I work as an account manager at Foolproof. So we live in uncertain times. We spend more and more of our energy being worried about our personal safety and the safety of our friends and families as we travel around our country and abroad. And in times of emergency, we have to filter through the noise of social media and unreliable news sources, and also go through the stress and anxiety of checking in with loved ones. To relieve some of that stress, my idea is a pre-installed chatbot that would exist on platforms such as Facebook, which would be passive until needed, and it would supply you with only your trusted news sources, reliable emergency services and transport information, a universal and simple check-in system, and emergency evacuation procedures if you're accidentally caught up in trouble. A lot of these features already exist in isolation, but nothing is bringing them together yet. I'm on the lookout for developers with chatbot experience or any experience building apps for Facebook, and anyone with branding and communications experience.
Hi, my name is Stuart, I'm 21. As a business owner, would you like to know more about social media, or how much influence, how much social media impact a customer has in your community? Would you like to know which customers are more likely to post favourable reviews on social media about the service you provide before they're even served? How would you serve a customer differently, knowing how much influence they have on social media, knowing how close can enhance your brand? With a cloud score is how much influence you have on social media, how many followers and all that kind of stuff. And with a cloud score, and with the business model, and with a cloud score subscription, companies can build on word of mouth marketing and provide a tailored service to customers to get moments of magic and maximise the moments of your brand and service. So, for example, a customer looks at your brand, it recognises that customer, it shows a cloud score to an attendee or an attendant, and you'll give a service based on the amount of influence they have within the community. So I'm looking for developers who know social media APIs, website facial recognition, and they've got systems, and business people that have information on market research, and something else.
your hands up if you lived in a share house with whether you're a student or an adult. There's a lot. So imagine, so a lot of, you might share the problem of bills, paying utilities. I want to create an app that helps you manage all of your bills, whether it's electricity, gas, internet, and also manage your utilities, so like milk, bread, toilet paper. You know, a lot of money is wasted per week, just everyone buying milk for themselves, and there could be a lot of money saved, and also storage and recycling, wastage. All of it comes together under an app which a house can save. So I'm looking for everything but a marketing person. So please don't hesitate and vote number 8.
Hi there, I'm Chris, I'm a third year complex student and I'm number 31. So my idea is a pub crawler. Pub crawlers are great, they're really good fun, but a nightmare to organise. And I've had times where I've been kicked out of pubs because I've got too many people with me. So we're going to go around the pubs and they can opt in to the service, which we put them on a map for societies, clubs, students, hen do's, stag do's, to say, I want to go to this pub. You can order drinks through it, and money will come from advertising and paid promotion of these pubs. To do this, I'll need 4 to 5 developers, 4 to 5 marketers, and one designer. Yeah, that's it really. Nice and fun.
Hello everyone, my name is Alex, number 19, and what I propose today is sort of very evolutionary and sort of revolutionary, so I'll call it a re-evolution. Think of Stonehenge, maybe think of Empire State Building, we could think of the Grand Arcade. Immediately what happens when you visualize this place, it's everywhere, it's somewhere that each of you can see and know exactly where I'm talking about. What I propose we do is sort of moving on from where the technologies have been coming from in the past. Nowadays we've got augmented reality, virtual reality, where yes, people can socialize and communicate online on that one platform. I'm proposing to take it a step further and create a new platform where people are interacting in the virtual world, in a virtual environment. Imagine being able to walk into an eBay store or walk into Amazon. So sorry about me. Into walking to Amazon. So Windows brought you, Microsoft brought you Windows, I want to bring you DOS. So it's virtual reality where people can experience.
Number 18. So let's synchronise the county, not just the city. My name is Tom. I'm a consultant and project lead at Fulcrum. This project is the Norfolkian, and it's about keeping the county connected. So there are pockets of passionate people all over Norfolk, and more importantly, passionate points of view. But what if you're not local, or you're new to a thing that you're into? What if you're alone? And you still want to be heard, and you still want to be part of the conversation. So this service allows you to put in your keywords, and then provides you with a curated heartbeat of social, video, blogs, forums, businesses, etc., keeping you in the loop and developing your passions and making them real. So I'm after back-end developers, front-end developers, interaction designers, UI designers, PMs, end users, and everyone else. Thank you.
Number 5. So hi, I'm Eleanor, I'm a student, and I know that I'm probably not the only one in this room right now that suffers from feeling stressed or anxious on a regular basis. It's not good, we all know the effects it can have on our bodies, and we need to be doing more about it. So I am a massive worrier. I find that whilst I'm going through my day, I've got this happening, that happening, stuff can be happening next week, and I'm worried about it today. I think I can't focus on what I need to be doing. So it's a proven fact that people who write down what it is they want to do are so much more likely to overcome those things and get them done. So because of this, I want to take it one step further. I want to make an app that asks users, what's your problem? Why is it worrying you? And ultimately, what is the form of resolution that you're going to reach? I want it to be a place of self-help It could be some form of AI. I haven't really delved into it, I don't know much about it, but I'm ultimately looking for other designers, developers, people who can maybe manage it and people who can make it work. I want to get it out to schools, workplaces, and just make a difference. Thank you.
Hello. My number is 32. My name is Matt. I'm a designer. And did anyone hear a report that young people are really bad at saving? Yeah, I didn't take it too well either. But I thought, what about a gamification app for saving? If you ever played like Clash of Clans, Farmville, whatever, you don't have to be shy about it. But once you get in there, you'll inevitably buy microtransactions and small amounts to buy a new farm or barn or whatever. And that money goes to the developers. What about if most of it went back into your savings account? So you can share on social media, you can show your badges of how well you've done, your little farm, your chicken, whatever. But you've saved at the end of it rather than spending it on something that doesn't actually exist.
Hello, I'm Callum, and I'm number 14. So my idea is safety software for lone workers or lone individuals. So examples of these being a care worker going to a potentially risky home, a plumber going to dig in a hole, or a mountain biker about to fly down a mountain, or even just a young person getting a taxi home at the end of a night out. So the software would allow you to assign a guardian. So this could be a manager in your office, it could be an expedition leader back at your camp, or it could just be your mum and dad. And basically it would allow you to create a new activity or a new task, such as I'm going to climb on the roof to inspect some tiles, or I'm getting that taxi home alone. And you allow you to set a timer, so this task should be completed in 30 minutes. And if this timer wants to time out, it would then trigger an alarm to your guardian to let them know that potentially you've come into some trouble. It would also allow you to stream your location, so the person, your guardian, can instantly see where you are and get in contact with you as quick as possible. It would also allow you to manually do it, so if you're a mountain biker and you fell and broke your leg, you can immediately trigger an alarm to your guardian and be able to immediately share your location.
Number
14. Tom and Dave, this is your fault. I had no intention to pitch. My name is Ryan. My app is Places. The problem is that when I'm away on business or just going away for a holiday, unfortunately there is no way to search Google for the certain product that I need. So when I was in Amsterdam, I needed to get some sunscreen lotion and Google doesn't understand that. The idea is to have an app where you either input the shop that is in your country or the product that you need, and it will just recommend you the alternative shop in that country. It can be curated similar to Yelp, and the community could filter the recommendations. Nothing like it exists at the moment, and it could be used for business professionals, and like I say, just tourists and people that are on holiday. I need devs, designers, marketing, all that, whatnot. And I am 26.
Hello, my name is Jason. I'm a project manager at Foolproof. Do you remember every person you've ever met? Every word you've spoken, every item you've bought? Odds are you don't. But unlike us, the internet remembers everything. So have you ever stopped to think about where you left your digital footprint? Who has your email address, your real name? What impression would you give to a prospective employer or partner? Footprint is a service that enables you to take stock of your digital life by drawing in content about you from the web to provide a digital digest of where you've been, what you've done, and whether you'd like to keep it or not. Remember, if you can find out about yourself, so can anyone. So take control of your own history and prevent someone else from using it against you. I'm looking for visual designers, UI developers, and back-end devs with an understanding of APIs and web crawling data to join me and help take this idea further. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Sam, lucky number 13. So wouldn't it be great if we could end loneliness through technology? Following a recent survey by the London School of Economics, Norwich has been named as one of the most lonely places to live in the UK. In this digital age that we find ourselves in, we're now more connected than ever, but as a society we feel lonely, and that's mad, right? Yeah. So what we can reward people for sharing good old-fashioned real-life encounters. We want to create an app using gamification to incentivize sharing non-virtual interactions. So like Fitbit, but for socializing. So with your help, we can prevent real people from feeling the effects of loneliness. So we need developers, we need marketing people, and like-minded people to help make this work. So come and see us afterwards. Number 13. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kat, and I'm number 30. I just want to ask how many of you shop for clothing online? Raise your hand. Yeah, I think pretty much everyone does. I don't know about you, the thing I find most laborious is when you're searching through all the individual online retailers. You've got all the tabs open, you're putting in the same key terms over and over again, applying all the filters every time on every single website just to find the right outfit. So what if there was a website and an app version where you could just type in the search terms and apply the filters once, and you could find all the online retailers for your key search terms all in one place? So you could search for an evening dress and you'd find ASOS, New Look, all of their ones right in the same place, so all of your choices at once. I think it would make everything more convenient. I'm looking for web developers, designers, marketing. Yeah, number 30.
Hello, I'm number 12, my name's Arthur. Every day, companies online are taking your data, they're harvesting it and they're using it to send you adverts for stuff you don't really want. Just a quick straw poll, anyone in the room like this process? No. No, okay. I need your help to create an influencer marketing company with a social conscience. Okay? So we want to round up influencers, not literally round them up, use them to market products, and also use their platform to enhance the profile of charities at the same time. It's an incredibly powerful tool. It's much more direct. It's self-selecting because you're advertised to people who you are choosing to listen to. I need app developers, basically anyone who knows what they're doing. That'd be great. Number 12.
Number 4. Hi, my name is Tu and I'm a creative strategist at T Agency. So being a designer, and I wanted to start a digital recycling movement. Being a designer myself, after every project, I ended up with a lot of junk files, so unused stock photos, templates, and I noticed that every day there are thousands and thousands of digital files that are wasted, thrown into the trash bin. So the idea is that I want to be a recycling bin for your digital trash somewhere, so something instead of just got deleted, it will go into the cloud for 1 week and it stay there for somebody else to make something out of it. I would need some back-end designer with experience with cloud services, creative people to help spread the ideas, and business people to know how to monetize it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Robert, I'm number 27, and my idea is a digital memory book to help people with Alzheimer's and to help people with mental health issues. So the idea behind this is my grandma has Alzheimer's, and also people around me, and personally myself as well, have suffered with mental health issues. And one of the things that I feel that's good about it, that helped me, sorry, is, not good about it, helps me is when I journal things down, or when I keep a list of my achievements or memories through pictures, through music that helps, or through videos. And the same with my grandma actually. We've made like a paper version of this for my grandma so she can have a similar thing, but I'd like to make it with like videos and music because she responds better to that. So that's kind of the gist of it. I need creatives. I'm a marketing and management student, so I need creatives and I need developers. If anyone's interested or has been affected, then yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff. I'm a third-year business management student at UEA, and everyone loves sharing their moments on social media. My friend shared like how he poo on social media. So I think
Yeah, I think what I want to do is, I think people deserve to have their own privacy, to have their own conversations. So you don't have to share everything online. So I want to create a digital diary that can install your words, your music, your quote, your videos, all kind of platform, and then just share to yourself, not the world. And I want, for me, if I want to be rabid, I need everyone really. And if you are a developer, if you are a graphic designer, it would be great. So my number is 11. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Nina, number 23. I work in the corporate and commercial team at Leeds Price Solicitors. I know as a firm we get a lot of emails from charities asking for support, and I believe it's quite a common problem amongst businesses. Well, not a problem, obviously, it's a good thing to encourage, but the problem is that there's 4 or 5 big charities that are well known by lots of people who end up getting support from multiple businesses, and smaller charities or worthwhile causes end up getting overlooked. So our idea is to create some sort of platform to connect the businesses with the charities, so that the charities can essentially pitch what they're about and what they're looking for, and the businesses can link up with them to provide the services or the donations or the products that they're looking for. One of the partners at our firm insightfully said earlier, do you mean like Tinder for social responsibility? So kind of like that. I would need all of the tech help for
Hi there, my name's Chris and I am quite nervous. So I'm number 22, and I find that when I turn up at networking events, I often get handed a lot of business cards. I'm sure many of you will be the same. Many of you have probably brought some business cards with you today. But I think after events, a lot of those business cards end up shoved in the bottom of a bag and never see the light of day. So I thought, what if there was a way that those business cards could be organised into an app where you could set reminders, make notes, and say, oh yeah, I must remember to ask Julia how her holiday was. This will help businesses really make the most of the connections that they spend so much money achieving at networking events. In order to make this a reality, I will need a lot of help. So I will need developers, UX designers, marketers, and so if you're interested in helping me make something that looks beautiful and does something really cool, then number 22. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. So UK is known for some of the best education system in the world and some of the best universities. And evidently, there are more than 100,000 students, international students coming from Asia. And the thing is, choosing a uni is really difficult because there's so many listing sites, so many ranking sites, uni website and YouTube channels all doing the same thing. So for us to choose university is extremely difficult. So the best way to discover uni is actually come here. But for me to come here, I need to book a flight. It's actually a flight for 16 hours, so it's not feasible. So my idea is to create a virtual reality game where you can discover the university, it's a gamification of the uni experience. In this game, you actually can walk around, discover the city, discover the uni. It's like a first-person shooting game, minus the shooting part. This will help a lot of international students to discover the uni and make the most important choices in their life. So for this to come true, I need developers, Unity developers, business person, and all of you here. Thank you.
Number 9.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, with a show of hands, can we let's see who struggled to find a taxi, especially at the last minute? Oh, well, more than one actually. What? Thank you. My name is Craig Dimbleby, #10. I'm the chairman of the Black Cab Association here in Norwich. And did you realise that there are 270 black cabs roaming around the streets of Norwich, which in reality means that no one person is more than 3 or 4 minutes away from the nearest available taxi. Currently, to access this mode of transport, you either have to hail one down in the street or go to one of the 4 designated taxi ranks within the city. What I'd like us to create from this room is a 21st century taxi line, one in the clouds, one that's easily accessible to all. This industry, to black cabs, is 500 years old. I want us to bring it into the 21st century, and between us all, let's truly sink the city. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Esteban. I'm a product design engineer, number 29. So everybody knows that the energy sector has been through lots of issues in its regulations, and so it has like some uncertain future. Our product tries to get you like more independent about this regulation and also to push the government into more green regulations. We created an easy to install, easy to start and easy to scale solar system. You can begin with just one solar panel and then scale one by one whenever you want, and without spending the huge amount of money that is related normally to the solar systems. So yes, we need like people to help us validate the market, to validate the user's interface, and to create a strong business model. And yes, that's it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Krishnan and I'm number 1. Augmented reality is a relatively untapped market which has a lot of potential for exciting applications. What we want to do is to bring AR to the fashion and retail industry by creating an augmented reality wardrobe. We will use a virtual avatar based on your measurements to display a live view of chosen clothes, letting you see the details of the product before you buy it, so you can try it on before you buy it. No longer will you have to imagine what the clothes will look like on you, or travel to a shop to try something on only to realise that they don't have it in your size. We're looking for developers interested or knowledgeable in augmented reality and graphical designs, and someone's better at pitching. Thank you for listening.
Hi there, I'm number 3. My name is Claire Riseborough. I'm sure I'm not alone in noticing how many homeless people are now in Norwich. When I walk through the streets, it's very rare that I don't get asked to give a little bit of change. And I don't know, like you, whether you feel a little bit paralysed, whether you think, oh, how much should I give? Should I give at all? If I give money, will they go and spend it on illegal substance? So quite often, if we're in a rush, we'll just walk away. Maybe if I'm not in a rush, I may go and buy them a coffee. Now, my idea is called Bonus for Homeless. So in fact, with this idea, you wouldn't even have to give the homeless person any money, because when you go and buy a coffee at a nice local independent tea or coffee shop, perhaps on the market in Norwich, they would give you this sort of system, loyalty system, and every time you buy, say, 5 coffees, then you'll get a free coffee, and then you can pass that forward to a homeless person, and they can go and retrieve their cup of coffee. So in order to bring this idea to life and help homeless people in Norwich, and help the independent business community in Norwich as well, I would need developers to help me build an app, a website. I can go out and help get people on board. Thank you.
That's a wrap. Give it up for all the pictures. Well done, guys.